Are you ready for the truth? Because ready or not, it's on the way.
One time, make it hot, yep. Tambourines, it's the same, let's go, Come on, let's go. Everybody just drop. Come on, let's go. Everybody just drop, yep. You telling lies, but I know the truth. Singing, you've been telling lies, yeah. But I know the truth. I've never been telling lies, yeah. But I know the truth. Come on, yep. I've been delivered. I've been delivered. Saying something about saying something about you. I've been forgiven. I've been forgiven. So you ain't got nothing on me.
Hi, I'm Vicky.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Tammy.
Welcome to the Truth Bowl.
All right, y'all ready to tell the truth?
Yes.
Always, most times.
Most times? Not all the time.
Always, most times.
All right, this is Stuck in Between from Shreveport, Louisiana. I have two separate groups of friends. They know each other, but aren't friends. My friend Teresa, I love her dearly, but she has some issues. It's a known fact she has slept with several men, both married and single.
I have a sister named Teresa. We're not talking about her, are we? No, just go ahead. Shreveport's not that far from my hometown. Go ahead.
She has no problem with it. My other friend Kim knows about Teresa's situation as well, and she shared with me the names of a few guys Teresa has slept with. Keeping it 100, I did listen to what Kim said and even commented. Kim has always called Teresa a W to me and said she needs to get her act together. I want to tell Teresa, but I don't know how. Any suggestions?
Should I go first?
Let's start with you. Anytime.
Give me the names one more time.
Okay.
Just the names.
Teresa. Hope.
Who's writing the letter?
She's anonymous. She's anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Teresa's the home.
Right.
So stuck in between Teresa and Kim.
Right.
And so Teresa was talking about Kim, or Kim talking about Teresa.
Okay, let me read it one more time. Okay. I have two separate groups of friends. They know each other, but they aren't friends. My friend Teresa, I love her dearly, but she has some issues. It's a known fact she has slept with several men, both married and single, and has no problem with it. My other friend Kim knows about Teresa's situation as well, and she shared with me the names of a few guys Teresa has slept with. Keeping it 100, I did listen to what Kim said and even commented. Kim has always called Teresa a W to me and said she needs to get her act together. I want to tell Teresa, but I don't know how. Any suggestions?
They need to stop picking on Teresa. They pick one thing that she does, and sleeping with a lot of men, and they keep talking about it. That's not fair to her. So
She wants to tell Teresa what Teresa already knows. Teresa,
Could it be that they're really trying to help her?
probably
what
not
are
if
they
they're
doing?
going back and forth.
yeah, what
You
if?
think they're doing something?
Well, I mean, why would they?
Two-headed sword.
If they're gonna be her friend, they're gonna be her friend. Stop calling her, stop calling her that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tracy, what do you
I mean, it goes so many ways.
The young lady that wrote the letter is a friend of Teresa's, and she's a friend of Kim's.
But she
now
is talking
Kim
about
came to her with derogatory comments about the girl's lifestyle,
and she commented.
Because she said, I know of some things, and apparently, as a friend, you do hate to see your friend going down the wrong road.
Right.
I don't care what, you just hate to see that, because
You do.
a lot of times if she said some men are married, that's end up in destruction. But you can't control people's lifestyles. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? But the young lady that wrote the letter, even though they teamed up on the girl, you see what I'm saying? But I think she generally does care for the girl, Teresa.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can talk to her about it. What's this? I don't know what. A lot of stuff we don't know.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And it could be to the point where she's doing a lot. This girl could end up with some kind of alphabet for a disease.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of times this stuff is not just about, you have to be real careful.
That's right.
And even though Kim probably meant it for ugly, you don't have to always be, I don't want to always look at the, well, why are you talking about it? Let her, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she can still say something to her, but at the end of the day, Teresa gonna be a hoe.
And she may have. She may have. They may have already said something.
I think
mean,
Miss
Shirley said
Anonymous needs to
something.
talk to
Well,
her.
I just want to throw this out. Vicky, I ask you this. What about Teresa sitting there listening to what Kim has to say? What do you think that says about her?
Well, the girl writing the letter is neither Teresa or Kim, right?
Right.
She's not giving her name.
Right.
So what you're saying is the in the middle young lady, that's what he's asking about, the lady in the middle.
The lady that wrote the letter?
Well,
She's in the
I'm saying-
middle.
It sounds like the writer and Kim are talking about Teresa.
They are.
Right.
They
So
are.
you're the writer.
Yeah.
Kim. So what do you think about her listening to what Kim
Well, it sounds
said?
like mess on my part with Kim.
We will listen. Go ahead.
But I think the writer of the letter needs to sit down and talk to Kim. Maybe she does need someone to talk to her.
Okay.
Just to let her
So-
know that, you're really doing a lot.
No, the right need to talk to Teresa. Teresa is the
Yeah,
one.
Teresa.
Uh-huh.
But the problem, child.
So let's say if you have a friend and somebody comes to you and they say something derogatory about your friend, then do you listen to it? Or do
We
you
always
just-
do.
Yeah, we listen.
We'll say we don't, but we listen. That's our way of saying I'm gonna listen, but hang on. But you listen, and the fact that you listen puts you in it.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's our way of not saying, well, child, they come in with that stuff, but you listen to it. And a lot of times not to hear it, say when they start saying, I don't want to hear it. Cut it off right there. So you only have to, when you listen to it, then you're privy to what she's about to say. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I appreciate the writer for saying, I listened to it, and I even commented on it, because most times that's what we do.
She was being
You
honest.
understand what I'm saying? But the bottom line is the girl sounds like she's promiscuous, which is not good. And whether she listened to the young lady that wrote the letter, that is detrimental. That's going to end up bad. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, she's going to find out the hard way.
All right, so final thoughts? Tam?
Be careful in what you listen to and what you say. Because even in that, it sounds like stuck in between, felt a little guilty after she commented. You could take it that way too. She felt a little guilty, and then wanted to come back and say, okay, should I talk to her about it after she's put her input, and she may be trying to save herself in saying, oh, I commented and probably should not have, and don't want to get back to Teresa that she did make a comment, because you don't know who Kim know that know Teresa, so that could go right a whole lot of
But
ways.
at the end of the
So
day,
just
if
be
Teresa's
careful.
holding
Yeah.
around, whether she commented or not, it's still going on. You see what I'm saying? Her actions are still her actions.
Right.
She's holding around, and it's not good. It's just not good. You know, edit this far, speaking from an egg. Oh,
Welcome to the
not
Truth
good.
Bowl.
it's not good.
Welcome to the Truth Bowl.
As a friend, I think she
It's
needs to
not
talk
good.
to her.
I lived 50 years, and I got it's not good.
But even if you,
It's not good.
but even if you talk to people, a lot of times when you talk to people and people who are closest to you, they really don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, but
Right.
you still need
And
to
you
say
have
it.
to,
Well,
Because a lot of times you can say it, they may not take it.
They might be.
Yeah, they may,
receptive to it.
yeah, later on.
Right. What's
But
your
you
final
still-
thoughts on
Oh,
it?
sorry.
She needs to talk to her as her friend.
And to be honest, when you talk to her and say, let me say, and I said this, because,
Yeah, tell her
because it
yourself
came
first.
up in discussion. So, she don't even have to bring up Kim. If they know the girl is doing it, talk to her as a friend. Because apparently Kim's not her friend. That's her friend. Her and Kim.
We've
are
been
friends.
friends for 37
You
years.
saying about us?
But I'm just saying, she tells she tells
I'm
me
just
things
playing.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and you
You
don't
don't
want to
wanna
hear
hear
it
it.
at the time,
And
but,
vice versa.
But it's good when you hear it, and you'll process it later
Yeah,
on and
that's
be
what
like,
friends do.
yeah, it is. Whether you want to hear it or not, it needs to be told.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Move on to the next question. All right. We have Cajun Girl from New Orleans, Louisiana. My husband and I just celebrated 10 years of marriage. I cooked all of his favorites and planned a special evening for us. When it was time for bed, I put on an outfit to set the mood.
Yeah.
Yes.
he looks at me and says, "Babe, those extra pounds look good on you." That really hurt my feelings because I've
We
been
don't wanna
trying
hear
to
that.
lose weight.
He said what?
We don't want to hear that.
You don't want to. Hold on. Let me stop.
Them extra pounds look good on you.
Oh,
That
don't
is
wanna
not a compliment.
so that's you saying that's obviously wrong.
Unless she's trying to gain weight, but obviously she's offended by the comment.
Right, when she said she's trying to lose weight.
Oh,
she's
shame. And
trying.
then he said, extra pounds look good on you.
Was he trying to be funny?
Oh, he was in the
Based on
moment.
this,
I'm
sounds
sure
like
he
he's
was in
trying
the
to be
moment.
Yeah, he thought he was saying something
Oh,
good.
yeah.
What do you think, Tammy?
But he said they look
I
good
don't-
on
Yeah, I
her.
don't see why she complaining. If he
But
said
she's
they look
trying to
good.
lose weight, though.
I mean,
But he still complimented her though.
You know how people can sometimes they be.
Some men don't
sarcastic.
That's why I
No.
said, that's why I said, was he trying to be funny?
I don't think so.
I think he was
Think
in the
it was-
moment and he was trying
So
to do
why-
the sexy.
Yeah, he thought he was being
But if he
sexy.
knows she's trying to lose weight, then why
Exactly.
would you say the extra pounds look good? on
Maybe he didn't want to make it to 11.
you? Okay. So you say you want to cut it off.
No, I'm not saying that.
So she said, should I say something to him about it?
Right.
I would have said it right then.
He would have
What
seen it
you
on my
mean?
face.
Because speaking from a person that has tried to lose weight and you work so hard at it.
Yes.
And that's the last words you want to hear. So a guy joked at me at work the other day. He said, "Trace, I see you gaining some of your weight back." But he's a big jokester. And I said, "Boy," and we started laughing. He said, "No, you look good." So when you working at this and working, and I can understand the disappointment, especially if you working out every day. And then
somebody say,
"Yeah, she looking all cute," and he said, "Them extra pounds, she look good on you." So I'm not if they living in the same roof, does he not know she's trying to lose weight? I'm just throwing it out there, because everything changes your
He
lifestyle,
may
the way
like
you eat.
a thicker woman or something.
He may like it,
Yeah.
he may like.
But I don't see. I mean,
Big
she could
love.
have probably just said, "Then, baby, don't say that next time." But he complimented her though.
Right.
I
And what about
know.
this? Some people they say things and it's a control.
My ex-husband was that way too.
It's
Uh-huh.
control.
yeah.
And they'll say things to make you
Yeah. Right.
get discouraged. and you
Exactly.
don't lose
Reverse
weight.
He want her to
psychology.
gain
Yeah.
right. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think that? I think the part that's interesting is we don't know what kind of shape the husband's in. He could be out of shape, and maybe
And most of them
he
are.
doesn't want.
Come on,
maybe,
Carlos. Come on.
maybe he doesn't want her to look
Exactly. Insecurity.
good because he's insecure.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet
Yes.
he's fat.
That could be.
Yeah.
Well,
Final thoughts? Vicky?
I don't have any.
Girl, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on losing your weight. Don't let that little comment set you back. Keep right on
Yeah.
going. Just keep right on going.
I don't know.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
that
just-
serious
yeah,
enough to
re-
end up
yeah, it really
marriage
don't.
over.
Yeah.
No, not the end of
No,
marriage.
just keep doing it. Men don't call it right.
And a lot of times they
I
don't
need
even.
just a little bit more.
They don't mean. They don't
They
think.
don't even
I need a
understand.
little
They
more
don't think it's that
information.
bad. Really, a lot of
Exactly.
times.
We.
Like, girl, those chubby cheeks are cute on you.
They don't even get that.
They
you
think
know,
it's
they
But
don't-
cute.
even if you know that person is trying to, it would be different if she hasn't been on this.
But
path
you know what?
with
It's
weight.
enough to word her to right in, so it's a
Yeah.
problem.
So he knew, and he's yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
All right. We'll move on to the next question.
These are some good
Feeling better,
questions.
Timmy? Coming around.
All right, this is Jamitra, I think. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A lot of people in Louisiana.
Oh, my.
Maybe she knows Cajun girl.
Right.
I have been told that someone I consider to be a dear friend has talked about me on several different occasions.
Baby, get used to it. Go ahead.
This
life.
information has come from very
Till you
reliable
die, honey.
sources.
That's
This
gonna
is
happen.
wonderful.
When confronted about it, it was denied, of course, but I know it was said. What should I do?
You say I'm
It
gonna do-
happens.
They're killing
Yeah.
us tonight. They're killing us tonight.
And I guess people have to come into their own, it's hard to hear, it's kind of hard to take, but it's what people do. And sometimes it's not even, unless, now I don't want to dismiss how she feels because, again, she wrote into the show, it bothers her. As long as it's not true, sweetheart, they're going to always talk. People going to always have, sometimes people talk about you just for entertainment purposes. It's not like, you understand what I'm saying? So people will always,
What if
sometimes
it
it's
is
a
the
good
truth?
thing. And if it is, so what?
It
I'm just
happens.
saying. But
what
I don't
is-
want to dismiss the way she feels. I'm for one don't believe in running back to people say, well, I heard you say so and so about me, because most chances I done said something about them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Most, you know, so, and I know, and I want to pose this question to her. I'm sure there's things she said something about other people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's people. It's human.
It's
what
right
we
by
do.
somebody.
Yeah, it's what we do.
Just to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit though.
Yeah, go ahead.
If it's different in talking about people, but if this is supposed to be your tight friend,
Yeah.
certain things
Even tight
you
friends let
expect
you down.
not to get repeated. I would think.
Yeah,
Even-
that's
Even
true.
tight friends will let you down.
If you don't tell it to Jesus, honey, that's the only one that ain't gonna tell it back. But if you tell it to a
That's a good
human,
point.
I'm serious.
Yeah. That's what
It's
I'm
just,
saying.
it's gonna come up. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta look at the spirit of it. If it's meant to hurt her or tear her down, then she may need to evaluate her friends. And guess what? She need to watch her own tongue.
Yes.
If she's telling something to somebody that she don't want them to know about, you learn how to keep that kind of stuff to yourself. But once you put it out there, you have no
It's out there.
control. It's gone.
But you're saying she's
Well, I'm not
contributing
sure,
to
but
what
I want
people
her. I
talk
want her to go back and think about what has she said in confidence to whoever, you know,
Right.
because if you'll be all day trying to track people down and
If
say,
you don't
"Did
want
you
it
say
told,
this?"
don't
At the end of the
tell.
day, I'm just trying to help her. At the end of the day, what's going to happen if they said it? Sticks and stones.
May break my bones.
But even as adults, we still have issues with so and so said so and so about me. Even as adults, 60-year-olds and
People gonna do
70-year-olds,
that,
they
yes.
still have issues. So I just hope that she grow from this, and be careful who you're talking to.
That's right.
Be careful who you're talking. Yes, be careful who you're
Be
talking
careful
to.
what you're saying.
Absolutely.
You can talk, just be careful what you're saying.
Best kept secret is none.
Hello.
All right, so it sounds like Demetri, you might need to.
Be careful
Keep
what
it
you.
zip.
That's right.
Mhm.
Let's be careful.
Just proceed a different way next time.
I don't mean to take all the time. Most of y'all.
Help
Yes,
yourself.
you do.
Leave my own show.
This is from Lance.
Baton Rouge?
Not Baton Rouge this time, Austin, Texas. I'm a reformed cheater, and I have been
Ooh,
married to my
interesting.
lovely wife for almost 10 years. I've done my share of dirt, but she has not held that over my head.
That's
Thank
good,
God.
Lance. Yes.
However, I recently found out that my wife cheated on me. I don't understand.
Oh, yes,
I thought we
you
were
do.
on the up and up.
Go ahead. Is this Lance Armstrong from Austin? You know he live in Austin. Go ahead.
So Lance's question is, does he have the right to be mad?
No.
Shame.
Not at all.
You reap what you sow. It comes back.
It come back around.
So,
Boomerang.
Vicky,
Not saying that it's right, but it
Two
comes
wrongs don't
back.
make a
so you
right.
bring up a good point. So do you think that, are you saying that it's natural for him to be mad, but he
Of
shouldn't?
course it's natural. Yeah.
So do you think even if you do something to somebody,
You know what?
that you don't get mad if
He
he does?
still
He
has a
needs-
right to feel what he feels
Right.
because he's never been on the receiving end.
Right. He's been the
So
giver.
now he's feeling
Literally.
what other people have felt from his actions. And so to say, well, he shouldn't be mad, well, he's still a human and he has to know that pain. You understand what I'm saying? When you inflict pain on people and you have an experience, then you'll keep doing it. So he has to know that pain. And next time he'll be slower to do it again.
He shouldn't be hard on her. Though. It's hard on her.
Absolutely
He should be
not.
understanding.
So he should just forgive it and let it go?
She forgave him.
Well, but we don't know how long it took to
That's
get
true.
to it, though.
But I'm just saying, she forgave him. The bottom
But-
line is she forgave him.
Well,
Well, she did, but how
one
much
thing.
grief did she give him that?
Yeah.
But even so, still, does he have to give her the same amount of grief? Is it tit for tat?
No. But it doesn't have to be, but as humans, do we do that? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we want to play that.
Well,
payback
Lance
game.
can be
Well, you
angry.
can search yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
He could just, if you sit back and search yourself, and a lot of times when stuff happen to you know why it happened.
I'm just wondering
If
why
you
he's so
mature enough.
dumbfounded.
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like Lance has
Yeah.
done all he wants to do and he's gotten it out, and now everything's supposed to shut down. Well, now,
Because he stopped.
yeah,
Again,
and it didn't happen like
it's
that.
the Tyrone Davis, a turning point.
Oh,
For
Tyrone
her.
Davis.
Because sometimes you live through all that stuff and you be like, you know what? He did his dirt. He did his
That's
dirt.
her turn.
But my thing, seriously, I don't know why he's so surprised. You know,
No one- he
Well,
didn't
I
probably
think-
think
I
people normally
sometimes-
are.
I think sometimes when
He didn't think that.
People
especially
normally
if they're,
are.
He thought she would always be
Repeated
faithful.
cheating.
Yeah.
They may think they're so smooth. They
What I'm saying, why is he so surprised?
Well, she stayed here all this time and
Yeah.
hasn't done anything. Now
But
I
he
got
know
my
us.
stuff
10
together,
years.
huh?
That he know of.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering why this
Yeah.
thought
Maybe
hadn't
hear
thought
that.
of,
Yeah.
even though it don't make it
Yeah.
right, why hasn't this thought came to him? You know what? I cheated for all these years. I knew
See,
it was
that's
gonna
what
get
I
to me one
said.
day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know, let me tell you what, one thing about me, and I don't mean to be gender biased, they can cheat on you till the cows come home. And when you cheat on them, honey,
It's the end
it's
of the
like
world.
you have crucified them. Seriously. You understand what I'm
Territorial.
saying? It's just horrible. They just can't take it, you know. And again, I'm not trying to dismiss his feelings. Two wrongs don't make a right, you know. So it's okay for him to feel what he feels, but he needs to be just a little more compassionate. I mean, still talk to your wife. I mean, it's
Be
not right for
thankful
her to
that it was
cheat.
just once. Because she could have been like him.
Well, it may have been more.
That's why I said
Yeah,
to
we
her.
don't really
She
know.
told him
because-
to.
We don't
yeah.
know. Yeah, see? That's
Yeah.
probably why she stayed.
Right, because she could have been cheating
Could
too.
have been
That's a
doing her
good
thing
point.
too. Yeah.
Some people
Oh.
don't care because
And
they
Y'all
know
gonna make
they
him
don't
commit suicide.
She
She
was
only
just-
did it once.
She was just
She only
curious.
did it
She
once.
If
was
he
just
reformed,
curious.
then he's all right.
I'm just saying, you don't
Yeah,
want to
okay,
make
well,
If he
anything
reformed,
happen.
then
Now
he
they were
all right.
married for 10 years.
It only happened
10
once,
years.
honey. Just one time.
Just one time.
Yes, she did it once.
But
Usually when it's one time, it's 10 more times that we don't know nothing about.
That's right.
No.
But Tammy, I think you bring up a great point, though. I think that a lot of
Yes.
times people, they get into these cheating situations, and then the other person, you think, oh, they're so understanding, they're so forgiving. No,
Yeah.
Be like,
they don't care because they're doing their own.
And then
thing.
usually when they get right, you be like, I don't want him no more.
right.
That's the turning point.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, Tracy.
It's okay to feel what you feel, but just kind of pick yourself up, talk to your wife. You know every trick of cheating. So now,
You
I
thought you
I
did.
just hope he can trust her, and I hope they can work it out.
You
It's
thought he
a
did.
long marriage. I hope they can work it out. He's like a good brother, man. So I hope it works
Reformed
out for him.
cheater,
Yeah, I
huh?
hope
Right.
it works out for him.
Lance, it only happened once.
So that's your advice, Lance. It only happened
Just
once.
one
Yes.
time, huh?
Lance,
She's trying to save him. What I
Lance got
said that he could have
yeah.
been doing.
Yeah,
you
Lance
know.
is not doing well. So.
Tammy.
Well, okay, he's angry at the human side, but don't be so hard on her.
Yeah,
Got a little
more
slack.
compassionate.
Yeah, don't be so hard on her. Look, girl, probably doing her thing.
All right. Heavenly Alto.
Heavenly what?
boy.
Heavenly Alto.
Oh,
Like
God.
as an ALTO?
Right.
Okay.
Location, Church Pew.
Oh, God.
Somebody must
Okay.
told her she could sing.
I'm going to tell her.
I've been in the choir my entire life.
I gotta hear this.
I've seen good choir directors and some bad ones too. Our church recently hired a new choir director, and at first they were doing a great job. They now fuss at the choir week after week and have told us in the past we sound bad.
Yes.
I don't get one dime from the church for singing, and I'm tired of her talking to us like we got a tip.
I'm sick of it.
A group of us went to the pastor, but he hasn't done anything. Is it wrong for us to sit in the audience?
That's where you need to sit if I was your choir director, and I am a choir director.
You tell me, she wouldn't have a chance to read.
Y'all go ahead and answer that first. I'll go last, because I just go ahead.
Well, so far, her, thinking that she needs to get paid, that's your sacrifice of praise.
It
to the
is.
Lord, your service unto the Lord. So for her,
Unbelievable.
thinking that she can get paid, and either she going to be a part of it or she's not. So if you want to sit in the pew, if she disgruntled about it, and she want to sit in the pew, and she's okay with sitting in the pew, sit in the pew. Yeah, sit in the pew.
Why is she fussing? There may be a reason she's fussing. Maybe they're not doing what she knows their potential is. We get fussed at, but it's,
What's that?
yeah.
Let the church say amen.
I want to bring up something you said again, Tammy. You said she shouldn't expect pretty much to get paid.
Yeah.
But do you think sometimes when we're serving and we get into these roles, we're serving so much and so frequently, you do kind of have certain expectations, maybe not to get paid, but
Jesus paid it all. You ain't got no right to get paid for nothing.
so you shouldn't expect nothing. 'cause
First
you
of
think-
all, I'm a
Where
choir
did he come
director.
from with
You
getting
know.
paid in the choir
Right.
at the church?
Yeah.
Was she
Yeah, that's unheard
Yeah.
of.
As speaking as a choir director, I got a totally different view on this. Okay, but before I even became a choir director, I was also a choir member for years. And so, that's just a part of your reasonable service. Romans 12.
Yeah.
That's a part of your reasonable
Yes.
service. You can't buy this stuff, and you can't pay people to do. Only what you do for Christ will last. So First of all, your choir director may have a reason to come in there complaining every week, again, because you may know what the potential is. You don't know what's going on in the choir stand. You know, and you're trying to establish order, and you're trying to get something done, and it's a lot. So you see what I'm saying? So I'm answering from a choir director's perspective, but to say, you know, baby, slow down, and learn that whatever the choir director is doing, it's not personal. It's for the ministry purpose. This is for the ministry. It's not personal. And even if it is, if you are alto, even if she have to call you out, it's not about you per se. It's about what you're bringing to the ministry.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So to say, first, I'm disturbed the fact that you said I don't get paid for this.
Right.
Yes.
You
That's
got
what-
eternal
that's-
life,
yeah, I'm lost
sweetheart.
right there.
That's your payment.
Well, you bring up a good point about the ministry and not taking it personal.
Yes.
But do you think, or this is to everybody, do y'all think that sometimes people use their ministry as a platform to take personal attacks at people?
Sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talking about the choir director?
Right, anybody.
Or the
choir
preacher.
director.
Oh,
Then,
no.
you know, sometimes, you know, somebody in a sermon, they could say something and they say that it's general, but it's really directed to somebody they're mad at.
It could be.
Is that possible?
And
Depending
you may
on
be
what
doing a
shoe.
choir director a favor. Go out there, sit in the congregation, and see it. Just go there and get that. Because they don't know what the choir director put up with all them folks. Yeah. So, I got 3 minutes.
Vicky?
If she, oh, okay.
Maybe she had a reason to fuss. But if she's thinking she needs to get paid, she doesn't need to be up there anyway. I don't think.
Okay.
If she's not happy, she don't need to be in the choir.
Go on to the congregation.
What they call
Sit down.
going and become an usher. An usher.
Because God will raise up a nation to praise Him. So go. I just hate that she got that mindset
Yeah.
to want to do that.
And she probably want to direct herself.
That's a good point.
Wow.
She may want to take us.
And I bet she's a horrible
Heavenly
alto.
alto, you know,
Yeah.
I've seen good
Right, she
directors
does seem
and
like
I've
she's full
seen.
of herself.
Oh yeah, there's always a ulterior motive. Or why they want to get a little group and they told her no, and they probably ran the other directors off.
And what some people call fussing could be constructive. So even though it's still criticism, it's still constructive.
And some people
So-
don't like order.
Right.
Right.
And if you have a problem with order, I don't care what they do. In their eyesight, they're fussing when they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. So bless you, sweetheart.
All right.
Tell her to come to Mount Rose.
Next.
Mm.
All right. Next question. This is Melanie from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All right.
He says, my coworker is always reading her Bible at work and quoting scriptures all the time.
Lord Jesus.
Nothing wrong with that, but she always wants to say my problems in life are just because I'm sinning. But she flirts and flaunts herself in front of our male boss for attention, or any male for that matter. Why be so judgmental? Isn't that a sin too?
Absolutely is.
Yes, it is.
Judge ye not.
It is.
Unfortunately, I had a coworker like that. You go to her desk and she got the Bible all open, and you at work. Even the Bible tell you give Caesar what Caesar's.
Right.
Basically, the Bible tell you when you at work, do your work. So I don't know why we have to put on this big front. I'm a Christian.
And that's what it is, a front.
It's just So this young lady is feeling that way. She has a valid point. I mean, it's a time and place for everything. And sometimes people want to use that Bible to whoop people with, but it's all about doing it, And so she does have a point. We shouldn't be judging people, and she should put a Bible up and do her work. And at the same time, I don't know, again, see, when you do that, you put the spotlight on yourself, and more people can see what you're doing.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Setting up.
I'm sorry.
She said,
Don't be intimidated, first of all, by the lady who's reading the Bible. Because there's some underlying stuff that's probably going on in her life.
More than likely.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so she's probably trying to deflect her issues and try to call out the young lady's issues.
Would you like to end with the scripture?
What I don't want her to take back, is that all Christians are that way.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's not true. They're not all that way. There are loving people that don't, you wouldn't even know. I mean, I said you wouldn't know they were Christian. It's all about our actions. It's not about judging, cutting people down. It's really the opposite. But don't think all Christians are that way, because
In quietness
we're
and
not.
confidence of being
Melanie may
strength.
be a Christian. Well,
She
hopefully
may be,
Yes.
but she
she may be
said,
just tired
yeah,
of her coworker.
Right.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming on the Truth Bowl.
Thank you for having us. Honored. That's what Teresa does. Why y'all so messed up behind?
Truth is, you were an outcast, lonely and pushed back, feeling too small.
Or she'll get herself together.
Truth is, you were invisible, unnoticed and visible. Truth is, you never had much, reclusive and outside. You weren't even needed, always mistreated, black and blue.
This food up there, comment when you want me to do my own show.
Truth is, you couldn't handle it. No, they just wouldn't quit or leave you alone. Truth is, confusion was setting in. Knew that you couldn't win out on your own. Truth is, you tried to ignore it, but you couldn't forget you're not that tough. Truth is, the sticks and the stones cut right to the bone. You had enough.